What's up guys, it's Joseph, and in front of me I have the new Sig P365 and 380 ACP, and I haven't seen a proper unboxing video for this, so I thought I'd get that done. To me, a proper unboxing has a trigger pull, and then a little bit of comparison to a comparable pistol, and in this case I have the Ruger LCP Max in 380, which has been my EDC for quite a while now. So in the box we have the Sig P365. You get two 10-round magazines. So this is the flat base version, and then you'll also get a pinky extension version, but also a 10-round magazine. And then you'll also get a loading assist tool, and you get an instruction manual that has really good instructions in here. A bunch of really nice pictures that show you a lot of stuff. And then you'll get some advertisement for the different things that you can attach to a P365. You guys might know that I carried a P365 in 9mm for a long time before I made the switch over to the 380 Max. And the reason for that, the main reason, was because it was so lightweight compared to the 9mm. And so that's one thing that I really liked about this gun. Right away you can feel that this is a lot lighter than the 9mm version, and it's going to be even lighter still loaded because 380 rounds are smaller than 9mm. If you're new to shooting and not familiar with 380 versus 9mm, the 380 has the same diameter, but it's just a lower power round. I can also tell that racking the slide on this 380 version is a lot easier than the 9mm version. So let's do the two-finger test and see if I can lock the slide back, and there you go. The P365 and 380 will also come in a variant that has a thumb safety here. So as you can see, mine has no thumb safety. All of them are also going to come with the optic cut. Take these T10 screws out and you can put Sig Romeo or Sig Romeo Elite, or you could put a Holosun 507K on there. So I want to shoot this first without any optic, and then I'm probably going to switch this Holosun over to my P365. I've said this before, but I really love these circle dot reticles on the Holosuns. Just like the P365 in 9mm, the rail up here is for Sig products. You will get night sights, front and back night sights, which is really awesome. And one thing I just noticed is that you don't have to lose the rear sight when you mount the optic, which is really cool because I just remembered that the P365 XL optic plate removes the rear iron sight, but here you get to keep them. Alright, let's get into the trigger pull. So high up grip, this is where my finger naturally falls. A little bit of creep, and then the break. See the reset. A very strong reset, which is good, and then let's do one more break. In my opinion, the trigger is not bad, and this is the exact same grip module as the 9mm version, and so you can use a flat face trigger in here if you want to from the 9mm version. When I gauge a trigger, I try to put this right where my finger was, and then I pull straight backward on the gauge. So there we have about 6 3/4 pounds. Let's do it one more time. 6 1/4 pounds. Let me quickly show you the Ruger trigger, and then we'll do some size comparison. So a bunch of creep, and then a loud break, and then a longer reset on the Ruger. Let's gauge the Ruger trigger. So pretty close in weight to the P365, but in my opinion this one feels a little bit heavier and more creep to it. The P365 and 380 weighs in at 15.6 ounces, and that's with the flatter 10-round magazine, empty of course. And then let's do the Ruger, and this is with the pinky extension 10-round magazine. 10.9 ounces. Let me try with the 12-round mag just to see how much difference that makes. 11 ounces. and then I'll do the pinky extension with the P365. Still 15.6. I want to give you guys a little bit of reference for how big my hands are. So from pinky to here is about 2 inches. And because of that, I'm very comfortable using the flatter 10 round magazine for the best concealment. I feel like I have a very good grip. It's about like 60% of the way on my pinky, which feels like enough. So feels very good. And then with the Ruger, I also get a very good grip on the 10 round magazine with the pinky extension. But then I figure I might as well use the 12 round magazine since it's almost the same length. It just barely sticks out a little bit more. Here's a little comparison in the width of the slide. So the P365 has a 3.1 inch barrel and the Ruger has a 2.8. So a little bit more barrel on the P365. And then if we look at it from this side, the grip on the P365 is a lot more fitting to a hand, I would say. Like, it feels very good gripping this. This one is a bit more narrow and blocky. Still feels pretty good, but I can feel like a little bit of high pressure here compared to this completely contoured grip, which is very comfortable. You can see that little bit extra in the front and then a little bit extra in the back. Let me show you one way that they made this lighter than the 9mm version. So I'm going to disassemble the slide from the grip, rotate that forward, pull back, pull the slide lock downward, and then I can just slide this forward. Just take this out and the barrel out. And then in here you can see there are some lightning cuts right there and over here. Alright guys, that's about it for my unboxing video. If you want to catch the full review, please like, subscribe, and share. Please join something like Gun Owners of America so we have a voice. And then talk to you guys next time. Here at the end of the video, I'll just answer a couple questions I've seen people asking, like what kind of magazine this is. To me, this looks just like the 9mm magazine, except what they did is they put about a 1/8 inch spacer in the back. So I'm pushing this round all the way back, and then let me show you what that spacer looks like when you pop it out. When you pop out the follower and the spring, you can see this spacer is sitting in here to accommodate for the shorter length of the 380 versus the 9mm. And then the 380 version also does fit the 9mm holsters perfectly. And I've done a video on this. This is a Vetter light tuck with the claw mount so that it turns it into your stomach for better concealment. But you cannot put the 9mm barrel inside of the 380 slide, like if you want this setup, because the dimensions of the barrel are going to be different.